How you doing, guys? Okay, so another 30-minute class, mixed level. Do what you feel you can. Okay, so we're going to start with some squats. Squatting down and up. So we'll do 8 to 10 reps. Really try and feel feet grounded, working into the floor, nice and slow and steady. You want those muscles activating throughout the whole move. Don't just bounce up and down real quick. Actively feel the muscles engage on the way down, drive through the feet on the way up. One more. Brilliant stuff. Now, we're going to do a little sequence. I'm going to do a step forward on my left, step back on my left. I'm going to squat, step forward on my right, step back on my right, squat. Okay? So we're doing a forward lunge, reverse lunge, a squat, and change legs. Nearly confused myself there. Forward, reverse, squat, forward, reverse, squat. I'll do one more on each side. Forward, reverse, and finish with a squat. Brilliant. We'll do some wide squats. Up tall, squat down, and stand. So here I'm trying to stay tall through my upper body, dropping back into my squat. Again, working through my feet. I always include standing work at the start of a class, get those legs moving, let the blood pumping. One more. Good. Now, from this position, hunker down and let's pulse. You're going to be moving enough that you feel everything working. You're holding that position stable. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand. Excellent stuff. Shake them out. Going back into my wide stance position. I'm just going to shift over onto my right foot, press myself back over onto my left. I'm just going to alternate over and back. And again, I'm using my foot to do the work to shift the weight over through my leg and shifting back to my other leg. One more to each side. Excellent stuff. And shake that out. Very good. Okay, just do a little roll down. So I'm up nice and tall. No tension anywhere throughout my body. Take a breath in. Exhale, tuck my chin to my chest, round through my spine. You can bend your knees a little if you wish. Pause here. Push through the feet. Stack up through the spine. Shoulders back. Up tall, chin tucked in. Let's go again. Breathe in and down. When you're down here again, just nice and loose, nice and relaxed. Take a breath in, then exhale, press through the feet, stack up through the spine. Shoulders back, chin tucked in. And one more, breathing in, down you go. Now, see if you're happy to, when the hands hit the floor, can you squat down? Then keeping the hands on the floor, you're going to start to stack up through the legs. Straightening through the legs, then you start to stack up through the hips. Let's try one more of those. Rolling forward. As your hands are coming to the floor, start to bend the knees. Sit down into a nice little frog squat if you can. Then I'm going to push through the feet. Start to straighten through the legs. Stack up through the spine. Shoulders back, chin tucked in. Up we go. Super. Okay. Few little walkouts because I just like them for warming up the upper body. Up nice and tall. Hinge forward. Start to walk out. Drop the hips, look through. And then you're going to pike your hips back up to walk in. If this is too tricky to do, just crawl out along the floor, along the mat. On your hands and knees. Go forwards and backwards 3 or 4 times along your mat. It's just a good way to get those wrists, elbows, shoulders all fired up. And do one more. And then I'm going to stay here. I'm just going to pike up in and out. You can hear my shoulder popping there. That's fixed. Don't charge extra for that. Good stuff. And one more. Excellent stuff. Then I'm just going to drop down onto my hands and knees. Give your little wrists a shake out if you need to. I'll go on all fours now. Extend the left arm, right leg long. Draw that belly button in. Bring it in and try and sort of glide your hand and knee out along the mat. And then it glides back in again, kind of like a plane taking off. You slide it out down the runway. Then your hand and knee come in and slide back into position. Keep those knees open. Keep those hands wide. Watch your knees. Don't let them sneak into the midline. That's a little cheat that your body will do. One more. Now I'm going to hold my left arm and right leg out there, and I'm just going to pulse them. Keep that tummy tight. Keep that right elbow slightly bent. Shoulders tucked back and down. Brilliant. Glide that back in. Extend out through the right arm and left leg and pulse those. So if you're good at these, moving the arms and legs in pulses and circles is a nice way to throw off your nervous system to make it work a little harder. We'll switch back to the left arm, right leg, and let's do some circles. Like patting your head and rubbing your belly, and then go the other way. Multitasking. Great, then we bring that back in, switch, right arm, left leg, circles. Nowhere near as good on this side, and then back the other way. And bring it on back home. Lovely. Okay, so we'll do a little push-up challenge. So you're going to try and take this push-up as far to the higher levels as you can, following along with myself. Okay. On all fours again. Keeping your weight forward in your arms, you're going to bring your nose down between your fingertips and just bring it down as far as you can. When we're doing push-ups, really try and feel the weight going into the hands. So similar to the squat, try and get the body weight coming up and down through the hands. And if you're working through your hands, all the muscles in the arms have to work with them. Okay, good. Now, on the next set, you're going to kick back a leg as you go down, bring it in, kick back the other leg, and we'll alternate 4 or 5 times on each side. So because that back leg is being kicked up, it puts a load of weight forward into those shoulders as you're working up and down. So I'm losing count now, so I'm going to do 2 or 3 more. 2 more, 1 on each side. These type of push-ups, you really feel them in your triceps, more so than your pecs, as I'm making sure my elbows are coming back at an A shape, not out to the side at a T shape. Okay, keep going with these. So take it to the level that you're comfortable to follow me to. Okay, so now I move my hands forward. So I'm in a kind of a straight arm plank onto my knees. I'm going to bend those elbows, keep them close to the body as I come up and down. Staying strong, slow and controlled. Just lower yourself as far as is comfortable for you. If this is too much, you can even just hold a plank in this position for 10 seconds. And do 3 or 4 more. Again, I'm really trying to work through those hands. Stay strong. 1 more. Excellent stuff. Shake that out again. So I'm going to get off my knees now for these. Do 8 or 10. So same with yourself. See what you can do. You can repeat another set of whatever you've done to date. So off on the knees. Hands under the shoulders. Shoulders tucked back and down. Tighten that core down and up we go. Trying to go down as steady and as controlled as I can. Keep breathing. A few creaks and pops. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. Super stuff. Okay. Good job. All right, so I'm going to flick onto my back now, get off to kind of work on the front of the body. Well, it is on the front of the body, but we'll do some for the back of the body now. So feet flat on the floor. Arms up to the ceiling if you want to make these a little trickier. You're going to roll back through the hips, peel up through the spine, pause at the top, and then roll back down again. Give me 5 of these or so in your own time. Really try and feel that effort coming up through the feet, up through the back of the legs. And use the balls of the toes as well. Don't just drive through your heels. Keep that foot flat. Keep the pressure flat. Good stuff. So I'm going to come up on the next one and stay up. I'm going to lift my left heel and I'm going to lower it and lift my right heel. Just going to left, right. Trying to keep those hips suspended. Don't let them move. Keep them still. I'll do about 8 or 10 lifts. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. So we're going to come up on some single leg work. So I'm going to press down through the right foot, lifting the left leg into tabletop. Pause and hold. Lower myself back down. Come up on the left leg, lifting the right leg into tabletop. Again, you can still have your hands in the air or put them down by your side, whatever you want. We'll do 4 or 5 on each side again. Slow and controlled, so I'm being really deliberate. I'm trying to push that foot, anchor it into the ground to get that whole leg lifting. 1 or 2 more. Good stuff. Okay, so I'm going to go back up on my right leg now. Hold that bridge there and pulse through the right side of hip. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Come up on my left side. Same idea. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Excellent. Grab your knees, give them a little hug. Okay, so we're going to do these little heel walkouts. So again, if you find them a bit too difficult, do another round of normal bridging. So from here, I roll up into a bridge. I lift my toes off the floor, so I'm on my heels, and I'm going to do little baby steps, walking out on my heels, all the way out as far as my bum is just about to hit the floor, or as far as is comfortable for you, and then I'll walk back in. I'm going to tuck my hands back up to the ceiling to make it trickier. So I have to work a little harder on my balance. Keep breathing. I'm going to go out one more time. And back in. Super job, and down. Excellent. Give another little hug. Okay, so we're going to do some hip twists. So I've got the feet and knees together, arms out by my sides a little bit. I'm going to lower my knees to my left as I look to my right. And I'm going to engage through my core to lift my knees back up to the midline, then lower my knees to the right as I look to the left. So the trick is to control the movement with the knees to the floor, and you're making sure you're keeping the shoulder blades in contact with the floor all the time. So that's the hard part. If your shoulder lifts as the knees are dropping, that's as far as the knees are to go. Okay, so we make this trickier. 2 legs into tabletop, zip them together, engage that core, lowering the knees to the left as you look to the right. Bring it back up. Lower to the right as you look to the left. And over and back you go. One or 2 more. Good. Now, to make this even harder, you can extend your 2 legs out long, and these turn into our window wipers. So you lower the feet out as you look to the other side. So this is where the shoulder will probably come up off the floor, but you're trying to make sure it doesn't. by working through your core. It's a little upper body, lower body challenge, tug of war. One more to each side. And back. Beautiful. Little hug of those knees. And then I'm going to come up into these guys. So I'm going to extend my left leg, right leg into tabletop, left hand to the near ankle, right hand to the knee, and we switch. So the hands flick across to the other leg. Stay strong through your core. You got a little gap in the small of your back. Don't have your low back squashed into the floor. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Stretch. Now here's a hard one, okay? So you can maybe do dead bugs if this is too tricky for you. So it's rolled up like a ball. I'm going to extend my arms and legs out and away from each other, circle my arms around and hug my knees. We'll do 5 in each direction, go long. So as I said, if these are too tricky, do dead bugs instead. One more. And then we reverse them. Arms go out and around, come through the top. Arms go out and around, come through the top and hug. I'll do 2 more. I lost count again. The pain, can't concentrate. 1 more. Lovely stuff. And rest. Okay, good work. We'll come back to that. A bit of ab work. Okay, so I'm rolling onto my left side. I want to get really straight. Even this arm under my head now, I don't want to be having it at an angle to help. You want to keep it really straight so you're balancing on just your left side. If you need to, you put your right hand down for a bit of help. I'm going to leave mine here on my hip, tightening my core. A little bit of a gap between the waist and the floor here on my under left side. I'm going to take the top leg up to just a few inches, squeeze deep and lift the bottom leg up to meet it. Lower the 2 together. Top leg, bottom leg, lower them together. Okay. Staying strong. Good deep connection. If you can't lift that lower leg off the floor, don't worry about it. Even trying to lift it off the floor is getting it to engage. If you want to use your hand to help anchor, you might get it higher. I'll do 2 more. And 1 more. Super job. On this one, I'm going to keep that right leg in the air. Now, you can either hold it there on its own, or you're going to lift that top leg up, or sorry, the bottom leg up and down to meet it. Squeezing deep, great for the adductors, connecting through that pelvic floor. 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Excellent. Now, you'll also obviously be feeling this in this upper oblique. Okay, so keeping the 2 legs together, you lift them up and down together. So again, remember, if you want to use that top hand, spider fingers, up and down you go. Try not hold on too much with that left underarm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sweet, hold it up, hold it up. Keep it there, keep it there. And then I'm going to kick my legs like I'm swimming. Moving from the hips, not the toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Excellent. You might want to grab that knee. Give it a little stretch. Yeah, everything's on fire now. So I'm going to lower my top leg down. So I brought up my right knee high. So my left leg is straight. I'm going to bring that left leg up and down to the ceiling. I don't want to push too hard through this top knee. I really want to feel that I'm anchoring everything again through that core and pelvic floor, okay? Squeezing deep to lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Then I'm going to switch the legs around. So my left leg is tucked up under out of the way. Right leg is straight now. And then lift that right leg to hip height. Hold it there and circle. So as I'm circling, I'm trying to make sure nothing else is moving. I'm mindful not to be hanging on with everything. Keep my core engaged, and let's switch those circles the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold and pulse. Pulse that leg again. So we're getting that whole right side fired up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Okay, up and away from there. And we're going to switch sides. So same idea. Lying on that right side. Real straight again if you can. Left hand down on the floor if you need it. From here I'm going to lift my top leg up. Squeeze deep to lift the bottom leg up to meet it. Lower the two together. Top leg, bottom leg, lower. Top leg, bottom leg, lower. Keep going. Again, if you can't get that bottom leg off the floor, you can just use the top leg on its own. But even trying to lift that right leg will get things fired up for you. And again, you can use that hand for a bit of leverage. One more. Good stuff. So, keeping the two legs there, I'm going to raise that top leg up. Again, you can just hold this here for 10 seconds, or you can lift that lower leg up and down to meet it. Keeping everything really strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Good job. Okay, so this is 2 feet together, 2 legs together. So zip your legs together. Again, hand down if you need it, that left arm, hand down. And lift up and down, 2 legs together. Keep that core really tight. Try and be mindful of that pelvis not rolling around. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold it up. Come on, this is the hard part. The horrible part. Keep it strong, come on. And let's kick like we're swimming. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Good job. Okay. If you need to stretch that one, you can. So I'm going to bring up my left leg. So as my left knee is in front here, right leg is straight, keeping strong through the tummy. Up and down I go. Again, I'm trying to make sure I'm lifting through my core and pelvic floor, not jamming that left knee into the mat. 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Then I'm going to switch legs. Something for someone with better knees. Okay, so I'm going to keep that top leg here, and we're going to circle that top left leg. Try and stay strong and still. Try not to move around with the leg. And then I'm going to switch and reverse that circle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Lovely. Grab that left knee into your chest, and then you can do a lovely stretch. Okay, good work. So I'm just going to flick back over. I always like doing my side bends. So I'm up tall, body straight there. I'm going to go up and over, and then come down. So I'm pressing through that left elbow. Make sure that left elbow is directly under that left shoulder. Perfect. Come up onto that left hand. Keep that left elbow bent up and over. So I do like to repeat some exercises in every class because they're a good way for people to see that they're getting better, getting stronger, getting more control. One more for good luck. Super. This is a tough full version. So bringing the right foot forward in front of the lower leg. Left hand goes miles away. I'm going to drive down through this right leg. And as I come up, I scissors those legs closed. Then I sit back down, open the knees to sit. And then again. And back down. And one more. Up you go. Now remember, we were doing the pivots under, then come back, nearly fell, and then under. I nearly over-rotated, and then back down. Super. Switch your route. So coming onto this right side now. Same idea, keep those feet tucked in behind you, straight line with that body. Right elbow under that right shoulder. Up and over you go. And I'm pressing down through the knees. I'm trying to get a lovely arc or a lovely bend through. Super stuff. I'll come up onto that right hand. Same idea. Come up and over with a lovely bend through that. Keep looking straight ahead. Don't twist to look at the floor, because you'll twist through your shoulders. Keep that right elbow bent now. Don't let it lock out on you. One more. Okay, good. And we go for the full version. So right hand miles away, left foot bent up in front of the right foot. I'm going to drive down through this left leg, straighten those legs, scissors them together, and lower down. All good control. Stay strong. Try not lock out that right elbow. One more, up you go. And let's pivot under and back and again. And back and down. Nice. You can stretch whatever you want to stretch, lads. Okay, I'm going to go for some planks. So instead I come back to the front stuff. So good old planks. It wouldn't be a Pilates class without some planks on my elbows. So you can do these on your knees or on your toes. I'm going to pop up onto my knees. Jesus, my toes even. And then I'm going to twist the hips left and right. If your back doesn't like these, just hold the plank. Don't move it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold, 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 hold. Let's lift the left leg, lift the right leg. Left, right, left, right, left, right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done, and back in. Excellent stuff. Okay, so we'll do a little kind of 2-minute cool down, and that should be 30 minutes. Wasn't too taxing, I hope. So from here, I'm going to keep those knees together, sit back on my heels, and just go into child pose and breathe through my nose. As I'm breathing through my nose, you should feel your diaphragm expand out onto your thighs, and that kind of gets your low back to expand with it. Then on the next one, just open those knees, sit back on the heels and breathe again. So now your diaphragm opens up down to the floor. So hopefully you can sink further into your hips. And then from this position, you're going to come forward onto those hands, dropping through into a little kind of swan dive. Sit back in. And do a few of these. These are lovely. And just let it go, nice and relaxed. Just let the hips come as far forward as you want, no tension. Trick is to just let it go. Don't fight it. Then I'm going to come forward, drop the hips, and I'm just going to twist the upper body left and right. Open up through the thoracics. And I'm going to walk hands back towards the feet. So I'm up standing. And in this position here, we're just going to shake it out through the shoulders. Kick it out through the feet. And showing you from the side again, a couple of little roll downs. So let's try those roll downs and hopefully you're much looser. Up tall, breathe in, down you go. And then take a breath in, push up through the feet, stack up through the spine. So if you're finding these 30-minute classes easy now as you progress through the challenge, and down you go. Why don't you try and go a bit longer, 45 minutes to 60 minutes. I'll throw up a few 1-hour videos and stuff. Last time down you go. Now when you're down here, can you start to do that frog squat again? Get down low and then push up through the feet. Stack up through the spine. Back up tall and standing. All right, good stuff. Keep it going now. Don't lose faith. Take care.